Hello everyone, my name is Aubrey Vivant and I am an honors apprentice and content producer for the Minnesota State University Moorhead Planetarium. This is the third webisode of Creatures and Cosmos. Our first two episodes are already uploaded to our YouTube channel, so if you want to check out those or any other of our content, please check out the MSUM Planetarium on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Today's episode is called Things That Walk and will cover both live animals here on Earth as well as constellations up in the solar system. All of our constellations are able to be located in the northern hemisphere, so feel free to look for them next time you look into the night sky. Next week's episode will be things that either look or are mythological. Starting off as our first creature today is the Jerboa. Jerboa live in desert areas of North Africa and Asia and move in a way that makes it questionable whether or not we can say these rodents walk. When they're relaxed, they walk much more similarly to other rodents, of course ignoring their extremely unique legs. Although you can't really see them, they actually do have a front pair of legs or arms, but they are over 4 times shorter than their back legs. However, when they run, they travel by hopping quickly and in very large strides compared to their body size. They are only about the size of an average human fist, but can jump almost 10 feet in a single bound. They can also travel at 15 miles per hour for short distances. Another interesting fact about jerboas is that because they live in very harsh environments with very little water available, they adapted to survive with drinking no water. They get all the water they need from their diets of plants. They're also nocturnal to avoid the 122-degree Fahrenheit temperatures during the day. Next up is a Marcor. These are the largest of any species of wild goats, and they are most notable because of their giant spiral-shaped horns. These horns can be up to 5 feet in length, and their name Marcor is Persian for snake killer due to their extremely wide hooves which they use to stomp on snakes. These goats are most common in Asia and are the national animal of Pakistan. Marcor, much like other mountain goats, are extremely talented at navigating the steep and rocky terrain. Marcor live at altitudes of 1,000 to 16,000 feet above sea level, going higher in the summer and lower in the winter to avoid the cold temperatures and wind higher up in the mountains. Next up, we have two creatures that look a lot alike to each other. First up is the Echidna. Echidnas are another one of my favorite animals, and if you're a Harry Potter fan, you might see some resemblance to the Niffler, which is a creature inspired by these. Echidna are semi-porcupine-like with hollow, barbless quills. However, they are also mammals who lay eggs, similar to platypi. And here is our next animal that looks kind of like a sibling to the echidna. They're actually classified very differently though. This is a prehensile-tailed porcupine, which is classified as a rodent, while echidnas are classified as monotremes. The most interesting thing about prehensile-tailed porcupines, if you can believe this, is their prehensile tails. Prehensile means that these appendages are capable of grasping, which is helpful to these porcupines that live in trees. Porcupets, which is the actual name for baby porcupines, are born without spines and are relatively soft, meaning their spiky mamas cannot pick them up or carry them. This means that the porcupets must be able to climb beginning on the day they are born. Adult prehensile-tailed porcupines also make a very cute sound that is speculated to awaken parental instincts in people because they sound similar to human babies. So here's a sample of that. Finally, we have an elusive creature native to China. This is the Ilipika, or magic bunny. It is believed that there are less than 1,000 Ilipika left in existence and are extremely rarely seen or photographed. The first picture of an Ilipika up on the left was captured in 1990 and may have inspired the Pokemon Pikachu. These creatures live high in the mountains of China and are only about 8 inches long. Aligning with their nickname of magic bunny, Ilipika are also compared to dogs and teddy bears. Next, we will head into Stellarium for a tour of the walking animals in the night sky. Our first constellation is Ursa Major, or the Great Bear. This bear has a long tail, which is obviously not seen in bears here on Earth, but Ursa Major is one of the most popular constellations in the sky, as it contains the Big Dipper, which many people use to find Polaris, or the North Star. It is also the largest constellation we can see in the northern hemisphere. Next up, we have Taurus the Bull. Taurus is one of the oldest recorded constellations and is one of the zodiac signs between the constellations of Aries and Gemini. According to Greek mythology, Zeus transformed into a white bull with golden horns to transport Princess Europa to Crete. Taurus's most notable star is a red giant called Aldebaran and also contains a star cluster called the Pleiades. Finally, we have Aries the Ram. Aries, unfortunately, is sometimes hard to spot as many of the stars are quite dull. In Greek mythology, the ram was golden and sacrificed to Zeus, producing the golden fleece that would become the target of Jason and the Argonauts. And with that, we've reached the end of today's episode, so please come back November 9th to see the final episode in the series.